Hello everyone, it is I, your Flash, in this episode of Scarlet Nexus. Last time was a lot. We went to Suo after he declared a state of emergency, found out that others invaded the city, went inside, found Kagero, followed him, he killed Joe Sumeragi. Then we, quote unquote, interrogated him, tried to kill Yuito, and then we joined Karen. Still confuses me. Is he ally or enemy? I really don't know. But that's all for next episode. This time, it's a bonding episode, an extra episode with bonding events with your boy Shiden, Kagero over there. But not just those two, no. Luka Travers, and Hanabi Ichijo. So I guess the first one we're doing is Kagero, because it's the newest here. And then Luka. No, we'll do Luka's second to last, because he's on the phone. But right now, Kagero. Whoa, what got you so angry? How about a smile? Just consider it. I can read. I swear to Christ, I can read. Whoa, what got you so angry? How about a smile? Just consider it a little bit of bad luck. Long episode. Need to find out about these gifts.
Yo, Kasane! Coming all the way to see me? Do you have a crush on me or something?
No, I just came to check on you. Looks like you're fine. Goodbye.
Whoa, I see you still keep things cool. I mean, you're already here. Why don't we go on a date?
No thanks.
Good. Wait, hold on!
What else do you want?
Sorry. I shouldn't have used the D word. How about we take this opportunity to deepen our friendship?
I somehow doubt your motives.
You've been on edge lately. After everything that happened with Naomi, I'm just concerned for you as the team's resident senior. Why don't we let off a little steam? A change of pace over some tea with your trusty mentor.
He may have an ulterior motive. That being said, it might actually be good to talk with him. We're allies after all. So I think it's best that I should, at the very least, try to understand what kind of person he is. Okay, we can talk a little.
Oh, so you're finally on board. Great. Now let's go out on the town.
Am I making a mistake?
Possibly. Use RB right. Use right bumper was right stick.
So what do we need to talk about?
Let's see. I guess an update on how we've been? Although we pretty much already know what we've both been up to.
Yeah.
Today's goal is to get you to blow off a little steam, so let's just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
But I don't feel like I need to blow off steam.
Really? Then maybe I'll just ask some questions. Weren't you and Naomi really close?
We're sisters. Of course we were.
But you seem to be even closer than real sisters. Was there something that happened that helped you become so close?
Well, Naomi was always there protecting me because I didn't really have a place in the Randall household. My parents didn't think very fondly of me, and she was the only one who actually treated me with kindness.
Oh, I get it. So you feel like you owe her for helping you through your childhood. Sounds like a great sister to me.
Yes, I suppose you could say that I owe her my life. I wanted to ask him about himself, but we've been talking about me the whole time.
You must really love Naomi.
What? Yes. She's the most important person in the world to me.
So, let me ask you this. If you could turn back time to when Naomi was well, do you think you'd want to?
Turn back time?
Then you could go back to the way things were, like nothing even happened.
Of course I want to be together with my sister again. But I can't.
Why?
Because taking away my sister's suffering like it never happened would be denying her entire life.
I see.
Why did you ask me that?
It's just, I've lived a life full of regret, so I'm always thinking about how to face the past. Although, you do have a good point. I guess you just need to accept what's happened.
That's enough about me. I'd like to hear about your past mistakes.
Whoa, that's not really something I can just share with you or anyone so easily. I've got to maintain some air of mystery about me.
Oh, really? Then I won't push you.
I mean, we don't want to close the distance between us too quickly. Let's take this slow.
Okay. We ended up barely even talking about him. I did notice he dropped that cheerful facade he always has on for a moment. I think he might be hiding something deeper behind that usual carefree attitude of his. Although I could be reading into it too much.
When the user is in RAID drive, reduces SAS gauge consumptions for combo visions. Plug in BDCV optimizer. What in the god good name? We see the brain method. Okay, well, I discovered one thing. Mysterious man. That's Kagero. You know, I just wonder about these Bond episodes because it's like I barely talk. Do I just like let the episode like just roll out on its own, or do I just like give my 2 cents here and there? Don't know. I really don't know. Never thought this is how we'd end up going back to Suo. Got any gifts? Don't have anything? You're making fun of me. I'll figure that out between episodes. One episode.
Damn it!
Why?
Shiden? What are you doing?
What did he do to you?
Kasane, I'm not doing anything.
If you're trying to hide it, why don't you go somewhere people can't see? It's hard to ignore what you're doing to that doll.
What? How long have you been watching?
Long enough.
A while. What's the point of this?
I don't need to be bossed around by you.
This is just small talk. We're teammates. Don't teammates talk like this?
Small talk? Okay, fine. This is called Baki.
I know that. Naomi liked it too.
My parents pushed it on me because it's popular. It's completely not my taste.
Then why do you have it?
It's your fault.
Huh?
Because I lost you one-on-one. My parents are trying to cheer me up.
You told your family you lost?
Of course not. When I didn't reply for a while, they probably figured out what happened. They've been messaging me non-stop ever since. They even sent me this doll. They probably think I like it. But that's just added pressure. That's why I don't want to reply. And just looking at the message notifications ticks me.
So you were taking it out on the doll?
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
I think that's better than taking it out on the people around you.
It's funny, that's what it is.
Oh. So you weren't making fun of me?
I am.
Ah.
What was that sound?
How are you doing? We haven't heard from you, so we've been worried. Your mother and father are always on your side. Your mother knows just how strong you are, little Shiden. Do your best, and don't lose. I can't wait to hear from you. See you soon.
This is fucking hilarious.
Did you see that?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, but I did. She's a good mom.
These are the types of messages she keeps sending me. I'm a grown man now, but she keeps treating me like a kid.
You actually messaged through the terminal?
They pushed it on me. I mean, we can directly receive transmissions through the brain, but they want to go through all this trouble.
I don't understand why you're so resistant. You don't like being encouraged by your family?
I'm grateful, but sometimes it doesn't matter how hard you try. There's some things you just can't accomplish no matter how much they expect you to. So when they keep telling me to do my best, it feels like they're blaming my inadequacy.
You're so immature.
What did you say?
Ever since I was adopted into the Randall family, I've never received a single word of encouragement from my parents. I don't mean to compare our lives, and I can't say who's better off. But from where I stand, you're loved and truly blessed. I would even say I'm jealous.
I'm sorry for saying all those things without thinking about your situation. Still, my family's encouragement stresses me out. My parents will praise me no matter how spectacularly I fail. That's no way to measure my abilities. I need to be acknowledged by an objective third party if I'm going to improve.
You're not satisfied being loved by your family? I don't understand why you work so hard just to be acknowledged.
Of course you don't. You're the one who won, so I'm just inferior. I trained so hard for years, and it resulted in a pathetic loss to a rookie. I know you must be laughing at me behind my back.
I'm not. I just don't understand why you need the approval of others. If you explain it to me, I'll try my best to understand.
You want to understand?
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm busy. I'm not obligated to explain anything to you.
He has a lot on his mind. I'll need to talk to him more if I'm going to understand him. I had no idea communicating with people was so hard.
Kasane, listen, I'm not planning to get to know you or the rest of you more than I need to.
That's fine. I try not to get involved in other people's lives.
Right. You don't look much like the social type. That's one of the few things we have in common. I'm not sympathizing with you or anything. Just get out of here!
Bond level 2 is Shiden. Electrification circle and guardian vision. When SAS is active, use wire on the ground for an elect circle. What? Oh, so it's a for an elect circle to retreat from an. Okay. Well, with SAS active, use Y while on the ground for an elect circle to retreat from enemies and deal high damage. If attacked, there's a chance Shiden blocks it. Nice.
Listen closely. You can bring out your full potential by working with an excellent colleague. In other words, it's all thanks to me.
Is that so? But doesn't it work both ways?
Alright then, well, I will say one thing. It very hard not to lose it during his entire Bond event. Shit was hilarious. It was fucking, like, you said you were busy. You damn sure didn't seem busy when you were beating the fuck out of that doll. I don't know, it might be just for me, but I'm just saying. Just saying. Let's do it later. Musubis. Kasane, can you come to Musubis? So much happened, I was hoping we could talk about it. I hope you'd reply. Alright, let's talk at Musubis. There are things I want to say to you too. I'll go to Musubis now. Suppress. Marubo Pendu. When there are... Okay.
Oh, Kasane! How are you?
I'm fine. You look alright too.
I'm sorry. I'm actually not alright. I can't just pretend like nothing happened. I hope we can talk about what's going on. I can't stand being your enemy.
I think it's unfortunate too.
I don't want to fight you. We finally became friends. So why do we have to fight?
As long as you're with Yuito, I'll fight you. There's something I have to do.
That's crazy.
If you don't want to fight, why don't you come with me?
What? What are you saying?
I have to achieve my goal no matter what. So I need fighters. I need you, Hanabi.
Are you telling me to make Yuito my enemy? I could never do that.
If it's hard for sentimental reasons, then you can just give me information. Like where he is, or where he's going.
Hey, don't insult me. I would never betray him.
I guess negotiations have broken down. Why are you so angry, though?
Of course I'm angry. Yuito and I grew up together, and he's my friend. He never gives up on his ideals, no matter how hard things are. I know he's worried, and I know it must be hard for him to have to fight you. That's why I have to stand by his side. But you want me to betray him.
All you talk about is Yuito. Why do you care about him so much?
You were the one who started it.
I think we should decide who and why we fight for ourselves, not because of someone else's feelings. Maybe you let other people inform your opinions because you're emotionally immature.
What? How can you say that? I've had enough. Going home.
Hanabi? Maybe I said too much. I failed. I don't get it, though. I wanted to know what she thought, but all she talked about was Yuito. She's intense when she talks about him. She looked just like Naomi. Wait, Naomi had a thing for Yuito. Does this mean Hanabi likes him too? If that's true, then I really did mess up.
Yo, Brain Crush, Kind's bonus. Defeating enemies with Brain Crush will increase to... Okay. Yeah, I feel like Kasane needs to work on her people skills. She's not very good at that. Peopling. She sucks at people. She cannot deal with people. We've learned that now. But now, Luka Travers. You may be shocked by my sudden message, but I would like to ask you about Karen Travers. We are both fighting on different fronts now, but I was hoping you would be at Misubi's. Wait your reply. Donk. I think you probably know more about Karen than I do, Luka, but if you want to meet, I don't mind. Let's meet now. Also, let's forget our current situations. We'll just talk. Nothing will be accomplished if we worry about who's on what side. Max Psychokinesis Gauge boosted. Okay.
Thank you for coming today.
There's no need for pleasantries. What do you need from me? So, what things about Kara did you want to ask me?
That's weird.
I wanted to ask you how you see my brother.
Why me? There are a lot of other people who have met him.
You might not like hearing this, but I think the two of you are a bit similar.
Similar? You're not talking about our appearance.
No, not that. So what do you think of my brother?
Well, I'm not really that close to him, and it's not like we've talked a lot. I'd like to hear what you have to say about him first. I'm interested in learning what kind of person Karin is.
Alright. Well, he seems like a very straightforward person to me.
Straightforward? I've never felt that way about him.
I'm sure there would be a lot of people who would agree with you. Also, I don't necessarily mean it in a good way.
Oh?
He's overly candid, pushing forward without considering anybody else. That's the kind of person he is.
I kind of understand what you're saying. Okay, let me share my impression of him. I recognize Karin's skills, but I think he's condescending, oppressive, and does whatever he wants. Personally, I'm fine that he acts that way, but I don't understand how someone like that can still be popular.
That's a harsh way to put it. I knew you were like him.
How so?
You're both candid, and you also don't compromise with the path you choose to take.
I would never cause an uprising or incite others to get involved.
Maybe not, but people come to you nonetheless. I think that those with a strong will naturally draw other people to them. That can make people like me, who tend to hide in the shadows, a little jealous.
I'm not sure about that. I don't feel like I draw other people to me like Karin does. I think these straightforward people you talk about often create more discord than not. I'm constantly butting heads with people. I feel like it'd be easier if I were more well-mannered like you.
It's not easier. We all have problems.
That might be true, but you always seem so calm and collected. It's almost hard to believe you're his younger brother. You seem like someone who has everything figured out.
Do I? Anyway, let's call it a day. I'm glad I could talk to you.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? I don't feel like I said much.
No, this has been a very worthwhile conversation for me. Thank you.
Destination icon. This is displayed to indicate the location of your... Okay. I didn't remember to finish that. Well, that was a lot of bond events. So all we must do now is talk. Let's talk about the bond events first. No way. Alright, so... This. I wanted to really talk to you. Kasane, your weapon is basically a knife, right? That's something we have in common. It is a knife, but none like yours. Our fighting styles are totally different anyways. You're cold even on over text. I'm supposed to do using my knife while I'm invisible. I dance like a butterfly and sing like a bee, though you can't see me. I think it's something two knife users can learn from each other though. Let's talk about it. Okay. Arashi's machine is in the way. I told her, but she won't do anything, so you move it. Why don't you move it yourself? Delicate machinery and I don't mix. Electrokinesis users like me can short-circuit machines if we don't control the power well. Well, that kind of stuff only happened when I was a kid. I just don't want to deal with it if it breaks. Fine, I'll do it myself. I don't want you to think I can control myself. That's not okay. You are also from a two-child family, Kasane. It is only my brother and I, so that is a small thing we have in common. Well, Naomi and my brother are certainly different types. She seemed to care for her sister very much. My brother's care about being because read. Well, Naomi and my brother are certainly different types. She seemed to care for her sister very much. My brother does care about me in his own way. Does he? I thought I saw Karen attack you before like it was nothing. That's a pretty strange way to show affection. Well, I suppose there are many kinds of brothers and sisters. Yeah, no, he did attempt to murder you. What the fuck was that? I think that was a game. I heard water. Whoa, okay, yeah, no. You say the same thing. What about Arashi? Well, seeing as we can't go back to Suo, we can call this home for the time being. I will anyways. I don't really want to say this, but considering the known facts point to Kasane as Chairman Suraga's assassin, I'm sure she'd be more than welcome to Seiran. Why are you talking to me? Look at the, I don't know. And you see the same thing, right? Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, that was a nice end. We saw this last time, I believe. Flurry of activities, yeah, I'm pretty sure we already read this, yeah. Well, I don't know what the mission part is. Using the Vision Simulator, you can take on special training against enemies in a virtual space. Select a mission that is unlocked and battle against the enemies prescribed in it. Complete the mission by defeating all enemies that appear. Your actions in the mission and time spent clearing it will be used to calculate your score. That score will then be used to determine your rank for that mission. You can try missions as many times as you like. Okay. Nah, I'm good. So, I believe that is all for this episode, this extra episode. We've completed all the bond missions and learned that Kasane cannot connect to people. Which makes me wonder about her backstory all the more. Why is she so emotionless? Well, to find that out later on. So I guess until then, goodbye.